And finally, let's talk about number 5. Now, number 5, I think, is probably the most challenging one you're going to do in this chapter. And it's because they're really asking you to back into a number, okay? I don't think it's really that difficult, but I do think that if you're not taking into considerations all the ways that you can rearrange a formula or all the numbers that you know, it can be somewhat challenging. So what are we looking for? Always, always, always remember, just read your question first. What are they asking? They are asking for net income. Well, we know how to find net income, right? It's revenues minus expenses. That's easy. So let's see what numbers they give us that we can plug into that formula. Well, we've got total assets of 750,000 and 950,000 at the beginning and the end of the year. So this is our beginning number. This is our ending number. And then we have a return on assets of 18%. Okay, so they don't give us revenue. They don't give us expenses. We're going to have to find net income another way. But we do know a ratio that we can use to find net income by plugging in the numbers we do know. And that is our return on assets ratio, right? And that is your net income divided by your average assets. Okay, so first let's find our average assets. Or, well, actually, let's start by plugging in everything we know. Okay, so we know that our return on assets is 18%. It tells us there. We don't know our net income, so that's going to be our X. And our average assets is going to be this right here, right? And we're going to divide that by 2. So this is your beginning plus your ending divided by 2. This is how you find your average. I believe this equals $850,000. Okay. So if we take $850,000 here, our next step is to solve for X. And we would do that by multiplying that 18% by the $850,000. And it just leaves us with X on this side. And the answer is, I left my calculator on my desk. Let's grab this one right here and say $850,000 times 18% is $153,000. This is your net income for the year, right? So again, this one looks difficult if you're not paying attention. Remember these ratios. Write down everything you know. This is why I keep saying the term plug and chug, right? The students in one of my seated sections laughed at me. They'd apparently never heard this term before, but plug and chug really just means plug in the numbers you know and chug away till you get the answer, okay? And that's what we're doing here. We're taking a known quantity, this return on assets formula, and we're just plugging in the numbers that we know, okay? And we're solving for the one we don't. So again, any questions about this, feel free to contact me. Happy to answer questions.